I came back from ITW with a thought that does not want to leave me. Telecom has quietly changed the conversation. On the surface, it was the usual event language: subsea, fiber, wholesale, data centers, network investment, partnerships, all the familiar furniture. Then you look at what people were actually talking about: AI infrastructure, edge clusters, data sovereignty, network API, automation, security, responsible data centers, voice and messaging innovation. That, my friend, is a different narrative. The industry is moving away from how do we sell more capacity and towards who controls the layer. Everything else now depends on. And it showed up everywhere. It showed up in the AI panels and in the subsea conversations. It showed up in the data center sessions and the network API discussions. And it definitely showed up in the panel I moderated. The panel was about omni-channel communication, which sounds very neat until you remember what customers actually experience. A conversation starts on WhatsApp, then moves to voice, then an AI agent appears, then it pulls from a CRM. Then a human takes over. And somehow the customer is expected to pretend this was one smooth journey. Usually, it is not. That is why communication platforms still matter, because this is no longer just messaging traffic. It is the interaction layer between companies and customers. And that layer is getting pulled into the bigger fight around AI, APIs, data, and infrastructure. That was my big takeaway from ITW this year. The pipe is no longer just the pipe. It is becoming part of the strategy conversation. And some companies have already clocked that, and some are still selling capacity or messaging and calling it a plan.